What's up, everybody? Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, back with another Daily Deck Tech video, and back with another viewer request. But before I get into it, if you want to see your commander made into a deck tech, drop it in the comments down below. I'll get that done for you. I've got quite an expansive list. It's ever expanding. And if you like these deck techs, if you like my Magic for the Working Class, which are deck techs for under $100, if you like my alternatives to expensive card series, or even my very, very niche passion project, historical figures as commanders, feel free to subscribe. You don't have to, just if you feel I've earned it. But without further ado, let's get straight into it, shall we? And today's request, like I said, was Dr. Doom. You know, he's got his Doom bots and things like that out there, and he's from the upcoming Marvel set. He is a 3/3 for 4 generic and double black, and when Dr. Doom enters, you create two 3/3 colorless robot villain artifact creature tokens named Doombot. As long as you control an artifact creature or plan, Dr. Doom has indestructible. And at the beginning of your end step, you draw a card and lose 1 life. So it's like a end step one-sided Phyrexian arena. So what we're going to be doing today is running some artifact creatures, and then we do have a combo in here to potentially generate infinite mana, as well as or infinite creatures, whichever one you so choose. So we have a whole bunch of Doombots. All right, let's get into our supporting cast, shall we? We are running 23 creatures, and you're going to notice a strange mixture here from across Magic's multiverse and Magic's universes beyond. First, we have the Blood Artist. Whenever this creature or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Consider this as one of the kill outlets to said infinite combo that we are running in the deck. Other combo pieces that would go along with this are things like Disciple of the Vault. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from play, you may have target opponent lose 1 life. We are running Crypto Thrall in here, so we brought some Warhammer 40k Necrons into this. Other artifact creatures you control have hexproof. Unfortunately, the Warhammer 40k cards are all like $1 billion because they haven't been reprinted and they're very hard to get a hold of at this point. We have Cyberman Patrol. Artifact creatures you control have Afflict 3, which means whenever they become blocked, defending player loses 3 life. Pretty fun overall. A good way to either let your stuff get through or still chunk people even if they block. We have Dalek Drone, Flying and Menace, Exterminate. Whenever Dalek Drone enters, that's about the only thing I know about Doctor Who is Exterminate. When Dalek Drone enters the battlefield, destroy target creature an opponent controls. That player loses 3 life. Dalek Squadron is a Menace and Myriad for 3. Foundry Inspector makes your artifacts cost 1 less. Same with Joyrus Familiar. We have Gary in here because we do have quite a few cards with lots of black pips, right? 2 there, 2 there, 1 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. So he'll drain your opponents for X life, where X is your devotion, and you gain life equal to life lost this way. We do have Kirk, son of Yawgmoth. He's a 2/2 for 4 and triple Phyrexian black. Lifelink, and for each black in a cost, you may pay 2 life rather than pay its mana cost. And whenever you cast a black spell, put a 1/1 counter on Kirk. We have Leaden Myrrh. He's a mana dork. Marriott Master, Fabricate 3, and whenever an artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to Marionette Master's power. We are running Myrrh Battlesphere in here. He's a classic card. This used to actually see Legacy play back in the day. When this card enters, create 4 1/1 colorless Myrrh artifact creature tokens, and whenever this creature attacks, you may tap X untapped Myrrhs you control. If you do, it gets +X/+0 until end of turn and deals X damage to to the player or planeswalker it's attacking. We have Necron Deathmark. He's a 5/3 for 5 flash, and when it enters, destroy up to 1 target creature and then target player mills 3 cards. Noxious Scarehulk. When it enters, you may destroy another target creature. If a creature is destroyed this way, you gain life equal to its toughness. Ornithopter of Paradise, another mana dork. We have Roaming Throne. Choose a creature type. This is actually pretty interesting because you do have options. You can choose Dr. Doom to get a whole bunch of Doom bots. You can choose Myrrh. You can choose Artificer, right? Or Cleric or Vampire. You can choose a whole bunch of different things. The most obvious choice is probably Villain for Dr. Doom because we have a few other villains in here as well. But you choose a creature type, it's that creature type in addition to its other types. It's got Ward 2, and if a triggered ability of another creature you control of the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time. We have Royal Warden. When Royal Warden enters the battlefield, create two tapped 2/2 Black Necron artifact creature tokens, and you get unearthed 4. Sad Robot, you search for a land. When it dies, you draw a card. Steel Overseer, put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature you control. This can get pretty silly pretty quickly. Tombstone, from the Spider-Man set, seeing a little bit of love here. When Tombstone enters, return target villain card from your graveyard to your hand, so like a Raised Dead effect. And villain spells you cast cost 1 less, which is good because Dr. Doom costs approximately 42 trillion mana. Alrighty, we are going to be... so I always update to cheapest. I did not realize that this is a version. I'm going to try to read this. This is Ultron, Artificial Malevolence. He is a 3-drop, which you can see by the little mana symbol up there in the top right-hand corner. He's a legendary artifact creature, robot villain, and whenever another non-token artifact you control enters, you may pay 2. If you do, create a token that's a copy of it. If the token isn't a creature, it becomes a 2/2 robot villain creature in addition to its other types. This is also a... where's its power and toughness? Friends. Oh, it's a 2/4. You can't really see it. All right, down there in the bottom right-hand corner by vision, it says 2/4. Sweet Jesus alive, Wizards. You could have given us a little box for that. Venom, Eddie Brock. 6/4 for 4 generic and double black. Menace, and whenever another creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on Venom. If that creature is a villain, draw a card. This is a good way to draw a lot of cards with our combo that we have. Bubbling Muck is just High Tide, but for swamps. Diabolic Tutor. I don't normally run tutors in my decks. However, you will need tutors in this deck to be able to tutor up the things that you want. This is Diabolic Tutor. This is Diabolic Intent, so you sacrifice a creature to put a card, search for a card and put it into your hand. Diabolic Tutor puts it into your hand. Grim Tutor is pay 3 life. And you search for a card, put it in your hand. We got Dread Return to bring stuff back. Exsanguinate. So you do have a way of creating infinite mana in this deck. So this is one of 2 good win cons for that. The other being Torment of Hailfire. We have Final Act, which is like black Farewell, right? Choose one or more. Destroy all creatures. Destroy all planeswalkers. Destroy all battles. Exile all graveyards. Each opponent loses all counters. So weirdly enough, although it doesn't exile, this one hits battles and planeswalkers, which is really neat. We do have... oh, this is Diabolic Intent. Then what are you? Oh, it's Feed the Swarm. Sorry, I had these backwards. This is Diabolic Intent, and this is Feed the Swarm. Feed the Swarm kills an artifact or creature. You lose life equal to its mana value. Diabolic Intent is the sacrifice a creature. Search your library. Friends, there's so many arts in Magic that I don't always recognize them. My bad. Sign in Blood. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Their name is Death. Destroy all non-artifact creatures. Toxic Deluge. You pay X life. All things get -X/-X. Oh, they're killing the pest. That's really sad. Villainous Wrath. Target opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures they control. Then destroy all creatures. Instants. We have Dark Deed from the upcoming Marvel set. Target creature gets -4/-4. We have Dark Writ. This is to help us power out our Dr. Doom faster. We have Deadly Dispute. Sack a creature. Draw 2. Get a treasure. Defile. Target creature gets -1/-1 for each swamp. We have Doomblade. Infernal Grasp. Murder. Go for the Throat. Fell the Profane. All as removal, but Fell the Profane also counts as a land. That's why you'll see 37 lands down below. We have Feign Death. Not Dead After All. Undying Malice and Undying Evil to bring things back if they were to die. Dr. Doom, for example, so that way you don't have to pay the mana cost for him. And Saw in Half. Destroy target creature. If that creature dies this way, its controller creates 2 tokens, so you can make 2 Dr. Dooms if you so choose. Oh yeah, Village Rites, sack a creature, draw 2. Artifacts. We have Conjurer's Closet. At the end of the turn, you blink something. Cranial Plating. Attach. A creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. Panharmonicon doubles ETB triggers for you. Soul Ring. And then the Darkness Crystal. Black spells cost 1 less. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it, and then you can Put a card exiled with Darkness Crystal onto the battlefield, tapped, under your control with 2 additional 1/1 counters on it. Also, here's the other 2 parts of the combo. We have Nim Death Metal and we have Ashnod's Altar. So if you play Dr. Doom, he creates 2 Doom bots in addition to himself, correct? Correct. All right, good. Then all you got to do is get Nim Death Metal equipped to him. Then you sacrifice 1 Doom bot, and then you sacrifice Dr. Doom. This generates 4 generic mana. You then pay the 4 generic mana to equip Nim Death, to use the Nim Death Mantle to bring Dr. Doom back, who with this equipped to it automatically, which then creates 2 more bots, and then you repeat that as ad nauseum. You can always sacrifice the 2nd Doom bot to generate infinite mana, but this also creates infinite death triggers, things like that, and you can just kill your opponents very easily with this. Enchantments, we have Biotransference. Creatures you control are artifacts in addition to their other types. The same is true of creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. And whenever you cast an artifact spell, you lose 1 life and create a 2/2 Black Necron Warrior creature token. Black market, whenever a creature dies, you put a charge counter on it, and at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add a black mana for each charge counter on Black market. Using that infinite sacrifice thing, if you can't kill people that turn, you can get a bajillion mana and hopefully do it the next turn. Construct the Cosmic Cube. Whenever you draw your 2nd card each turn, create a 2/1 black villain creature token with Menace and put a plan counter on. When the 7th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sack it. And when you do, you control target opponent during their next turn. A Doom reigns supreme. Whenever a villain you control enters, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Put a plan counter on this enchantment. When the 5th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sacrifice it. When you do, target opponent exiles the top 5 cards of their library. You may cast up to 2 spells from among those cards without paying their mana cost. Lands, we do have Susser Secundi, Void Altar. Sacrifice something. Draw power. Vesuva is going to copy Susser or Bajuka Bog, because neither of them are legendary. Bajuka Bog, of course, exiles somebody's graveyard. And then we have 33 swamps and a myriad landscape for 37 regular lands plus an MDFC for 38. But that is the build. Let's go ahead and see if I can't get a decent start here. Let's take a look. Well, we have 3 lands right off the bat. We do have Panharmonicon and Ashnod's Altar, so we have part of the combo right off the bat, but our mana values in hand are quite expensive. So let's draw for our opening turn, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play a Swamp. Next turn, feed the Swarm. I am actually going to just Vesuva Swamp right off the bat. I foresee us having mana issues because we didn't draw another land. All right, we're going to do this. Put you up here. We have 3 swamps. We're not going to play Ashnod's Altar because we don't want to show our hand. Next turn, I am going to play a swamp, and I am going to play Panharmonicon. We didn't get any of our low to the ground creatures right off the bat, which is kind of sad. We did get a swamp, and now we are going to tap for 5. So a little bit slower deck here, right? For Royal Warden. When Royal Warden enters, create 2 tapped. So we're going to create 4. We have 4 tapped Necrons. Look at our little Necron buddies. Not bad. We actually have some units now. And Susser Secundi Void Altar. This is going to enter tapped. People probably aren't going to see us as too much of a threat because all we have is a bunch of 2/2s and 3/2s. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. We are going to put 11 counters onto our Susser. Next turn. Oh. We are going to drop a Swamp. This does put us to 7. 7 lands in hand. I am going to crew, putting this to 13. And then I'm actually going to Grim Tutor this turn. I'm going to Grim Tutor for Nim. We're going to Nim Death Mantle. Close and shuffle. And we're going to play Nim Death Mantle. We lose 3 life. next turn, I am going to go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to play Dr. Doom. I'm going to get Doom bots. Huh. We don't have the Doom bots in here yet, friends. Moxfield doesn't have them added yet, so here are our Doom bots. Silly Moxfield. We get 4 of them because of Panharmonicon. Yeah. And then we'll feed the swarm something. Alright, next turn. I am going to... 4. I'm going to equip Nim Death Mantle to Dr. Doom. And again, this is all assuming no interference, right? But there you go. And then you generate infinite dudes. Like literally infinite dudes at this point, and then you can just do whatever you want. Let's take a look at a couple other opening hands. Don't want to lead people into thinking that it will go super smoothly or super poorly. So here, lots of 4 drops. That's not what I want to do. Restart. Here we have a 2-land hand, but we do have Defile right off the bat. We have Steel Overseer. We have Diabolic Intent. We have so we have a 1-cost card, 2, 3, 2, 5. Not bad, not bad. 3-land hand, 3-drop, 2-drop. So again, not terrible, right? You can drop Susser on turn 1. Turn 2, you drop a Swamp. You drop Leaden Myrrh. Turn 3, I honestly would play Doomrain Supreme. Turn 4, I'm going to play Panharmonicon. And then I am going to play my Tombstone. Because when he enters, you can do that. But whenever a villain you control enters, this will let you put 2 counters on your Doomrain Supreme. Come on. Next turn, Swamp. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 lands and a Not Dead After All. You drop Dr. Doom. You create 4 robots. This gets another Doomrain Supreme on there. You have a mana left up for your Not Dead After All. Next turn, you can Grim Tutor for things, right? So it's really not that bad. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, I'm Winston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.